Hello, my name is Anna. We are very appreciate that you have agreed to participate in our research. Our group is interested in internet communications and social networks, and we would like to know what do you think about it. Our conversation is confidential and your details will not be passed on to any third parties. I would like to ask you for recording our interview for research use only. Our interview will take about 10 or 15 minutes, but you can terminate it anytime you want. We will start with general questions about social networks and then we'll move on to the specific question about yourself. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Katya. I'm 22 years old. I come from Russia, and at the moment I'm studying in England, and I'm a student on art market appraisal course.
Okay, thank you very much. How often do you communicate with people via internet and social networks?
I do quite a lot, considering I'm living in a country, in another country from where I come from.
Okay.
So I do it quite a lot because it's an easy and convenient way to communicate with some people.
Okay, and which networks do you use
I
usually?
use Facebook and equivalent of Facebook in Russia.
Can you please comment on some details of these social networks? Do you like something or probably you dislike something about them?
Um, I use both of them in the same amount because I have friends from all over the world. So
Okay.
on Facebook, I do communicate with international people, and on Russian equivalent, I speak rather with Russian people. So, um,
And what about the advantages or probably disadvantages?
well, I think it's a great invention at first place. And actually, today I watched a movie which is called
Okay.
Social Network, and it just made me think about it all. And I do believe that it's genius. It just becomes really pop at the moment, and that what makes it, look not as great as it actually is. And it's obviously developing all the time. And just like it's said in this movie, it's like fashion because it's changing all the time, and
Okay.
it gets new applications and all sorts of things on it. And I think it's just really really useful for life, to be honest, because we live in such a busy world that we have to sort of find other ways apart from just seeing each other. And like we live in such a globalized world that we have to um, well, sometimes be in one place but see people in another or talk to them.
Okay, so you told us that you do use Facebook quite often. Do you use any applications of Facebook?
I don't do that much, but I do use musical applications sometimes, but I don't find it as useful and as easy to use as the one on the Russian Facebook, for example.
Okay.
It's just more sort of complicated, and it's all paid and stuff like this. So
Okay. And so you usually share music with friends in what way?
um, downloading and sending via email or through Russian Facebook, but it's unfortunately mostly illegal versions, which isn't that great, I guess.
Okay, I see. How general do you get music? I mean, do you download, do you buy, do you, I don't know
I
what?
download mostly, but um, I also just listen online.
Mm-hmm. Do you use any special websites or you just like go around the web searching for what you
I just
want?
I just go around the web searching for two particular um, searching for particular songs I want to find.
Okay, I see. And like, what players do you use? Do you use iTunes, for instance?
I use iTunes because I have an iPod,
Okay.
but I also prefer other systems, I think.
Okay. And if you have iPod, probably you got an iPhone or another Apple project or product.
No, but I used to have a laptop and it got stolen.
Okay.
But I think iPods are great and MacBooks are great just as well, and they're
Mhm.
beautiful and it's very very easy to use.
Okay.
But when it comes to sort of downloading things and using iTunes as well, for instance, because like on any other player you can just download things,
Mhm.
just like upload music on it.
Okay.
But with iTunes and with iPods, you can't really do, because
Mhm.
it all has to be done through a certain system and through certain computers now as well. So it's just all really getting complicated, I believe.
Okay. And why do you think people do buy Apple products in general?
It's just fashion, I believe,
Okay. Do you see any
probably.
disadvantages in general in their software or products?
No, it's great and it's really, really convenient and easy to use.
Okay.
But it doesn't really connect with other systems. And each like step on the right, step on the left, you have to pay again.
Okay, I see
Like
what
to
you mean.
download anything on iTunes, you have to pay for each song, sort of thing.
Mhm.
And it would be better to have like a membership probably, and
Yeah.
just have an unlimited um, opportunity to
Yeah.
download songs you like probably.
In this case, have you heard about Ping?
No, I didn't.
Let me explain you that new social network based on iTunes, so you can follow different artists and your friends. You can share music with them. You can buy from iTunes at the same time. What do you think about it?
I think it's great. It's a great idea because some people are more into music, let's say, than
Mhm.
into looking at someone else's pictures,
Mhm.
and that's a great way to communicate just as well and to share your interests, I guess.
Mhm.
So I probably would like to join something like this.
Mhm. So you think it can be useful?
Yes, I'm sure it can.
Mm-hmm. And how would you compare it with Facebook, for instance, if you're using it?
Well,
Do
it's
you see
just
any advantages?
well, it's just a completely different sort of social network, I guess.
Okay.
It's like more, as I understand, if I understand well what you're saying, I think it's just more around musical interests rather than
Mm-hmm.
what we have on Facebook, mostly
Okay.
stalking each other.
Okay. And what do you think can be improved in the area of social networks? Probably any suggestions in general.
Like
In
in
general.
total, not only for musical
Yeah, I
sort of
mean in
things.
general.
Um, yes, well, there are ways to develop, I believe, and it happens every day anyway,
Mm-hmm.
without me giving any advices. But um, I probably would like to add something like what iPod has already.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being able to see each other, like on Skype, because to actually speak to people, we have still to use other services like Skype or ICQ and
Okay, I see what you mean.
stuff like that. And if Facebook would have this function as well, it would be absolutely impossible
So
to
you mean
replace it.
video thing?
Yeah, video aspect.
Okay, I see. And what would be probably the ideal kind of social network, particularly for you? What features should it have?
I think the best thing would be if you could actually all be online at the same time and actually do things. You know, I've heard about this sort of social networks for artists, for example, when
Mm-hmm.
they're actually all in one program and they can actually all draw together.
Okay.
And I think that's like the ultimate sort of social network when people can actually feel like it's a reality, but at the same time it's virtual,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much for your ideas and have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.